I believe it does end up being their bot lane, is Ezreal Bard, and then the Master Yi on R3 is a wild pick for Christides. We see the rest of the bans come through, and we end up with Camille countered by Jackson in the top lane, and then Rumble in response to Syndra. So let's get this game underway. There we are. And we are into game. This game was played before stream today, so this is not currently live. The outcome is known, but it's a secret to us as we get into what I'm sure is going to be a certified banger. So like I said, we got Feb here on the Master Yi jungle as a response to Xin Zhao. I'm unsure as to how this matchup itself goes. But I am going to need to actually fiddle about with some of my chat settings here as well, because this is on the replay client instead of the normal main client. So let's get this down here, put it right above the UNL season so we can see all the funny things they're saying.
Minions have spawned.
So where are we into this game? There we go. This we can start by just unpacking this draft here and trying to figure out what the Master Yi is trying to want to do in this comp and what we're looking for. So we see two likely AP threats in the bot lane. Obviously Twitch with AP won't be dealing too much damage just by nature of being a support, but you know, there's still enough damage there. The W slow, absolutely massive. And with the Rumble, you're absolutely covered for AP damage. We're sorted on that front. So they do need an AD jungler. And with the Master Yi coming through, provided it doesn't get knocked away or stunned by this Jax, I think the Jax is a really, really good pick into it here. I think it really can run away with this game. We'll see how it ends up playing out. But it is a crazy pick. The reason we don't see this, the reason we barely, if ever, see Master Yi at all in 5v5 play is because this character just gets countered by hard CC. However, by the time that this draft came around with the Bard, Ezreal, and the Xin Zhao, where they were the champs that were locked in, the chances for them to pick up hard CC in the mid and top lane, whilst I feel like they were there, they were perhaps maybe more limited. As we immediately see a gank coming out from Xin Zhao in the mid lane, gonna force the flash out Wibbly, but also has to burn the flash himself. So it's a flash for flash trade. Normally that's advantageous for their jungler here. As we're gonna see, yeah, it's gonna be Syndra, the one looking for the reset after the damage gets dealt down, and Wibbly's actually able to pick up the farm. So not too bad for him, apart from obviously having to burn his flash. In terms of jungle clears, we saw there Xin Zhao doing 3 camps into the mid gank. Master Yi now going to have slightly more tempo on him, simply due to the nature of just doing the full clear. So he's on the red ahead of time, as we see. Really well traded there by Junna onto Galungulate. This matchup is pretty bad for Camille, especially when you get a little later into the game. But for the early stages, there is a trading pattern, which I'm sure of all people Junna know, but that is not going to be enough. So yeah, the kill's gonna go down there. The gank coming through. However, they're not gonna be able to get this wave pushed in before Master Yi can get up here. And if these kills can go down, yep, onto Wibbly there. A lot of kills going over and a lot of gold going over as well. As we see the bot lane also just perma shoving in. We did have Robbie there coming in. If I could get a caster, that would be awesome. Even if it is a member of one of these two teams. I am not built for the solo cast. I am not the young youth I used to be. Oh, I can get screen share up. That's easier done than that.
I am here. It's just I can't see the game, so I left immediately because I didn't know
Right,
if I had some forbidden knowledge.
Is this working now? Can you see the game on my Discord stream?
See.
Let's go! We're so back. I'm not solo casting.
Hey.
Hello, Robbie.
Yo, I was watching off stream and I was like, okay, I need to engage.
Need to come save this. Yeah. No, I'm back in the good old days. I might have been able to hold down a solo cast, but I'm too much of an old man for that now. I'm not capable of it anymore.
Exactly. You're getting beaten jungle by your own mid laner.
Honestly, it's so true. I was talking the other day. I didn't even realize because I'd never checked my OPGG because I'm just a troller now. I have a 20% win rate in ranked right now. It's kind of hot. I am slaying.
Hopefully you'll do better than this early game from Big.
What a segue! Holy, I mean it's only 300 gold. But what do you think of the draft? Because this is the main thing I want to talk about for like the first 5 minutes of the game. What the hell is this?
So I received some vague insider information yesterday from Mark as we looking for an engage, where he said we cooked really hard, and you know after yesterday's Odyssey game, I thought it can't be that bad, but seeing it now, there's definitely some interesting things. Obviously, this game doesn't really mean anything. It means Cursed Tides can take first place guaranteed, but bigger out.
Yeah, which I think first place. Does that give you a buy or does that give you choice over what your first team you play is?
I don't know for sure, but either of those things are a reasonable advantage
Yeah.
that you would want to play. So yeah, we're definitely seeing some cookish happenings. Injer's hovering, but he was spotted on the ward.
Oh my
Like
god,
they're
that's
gonna try to go in, flash forward from Bard. Unfortunately,
wow,
the hubris.
smoked down. But yeah, I mean, they have been cooking so far. I mean, I made the joke in our chat earlier. Mark said they were cooking. I say they burnt it. But at the end of the day, if it wins you the game, it wins you the game, and that's all that matters. And so far, they're getting a lead in the bot lane, so can't complain.
Yeah, looks like they're getting leads everywhere on the map. Give or take. We'll see. Injer get a kill here onto the Heimerdinger. Doesn't look like he's able to finish that off. His top lane's getting engaged on. Don't know if Jax is going to be able to swindle his way out of this one, and he is not. Unfortunate there for Big, and another loss, this time in the top lane.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly what you need to be doing in this matchup as Camille. Normally, Camille is like a side lane scaling giant, but just due to the nature of how hers and Jax's kit works, after like level 6 and 1 item, there's never really a stage of the game where Camille has the advantage in the 1v1. Normally, it's just really hard losing. So you need to push the advantage early, and so far they've really been managing to do that with Jax already with 2 kills. So
yeah, it's gonna be tough. I feel they're already nearly 2,000 gold down, 1.5k down. Rumble's looking at something in midnight, but nothing's happening. Bard is here, but I think he's gonna be able to do so much. I mean, mid lane is up significantly in CS. At least, that's a positive thing. Bard being Bard is looking to roam as much as he can to get his little chimes.
yeah, they just need to get this big wave in before Master Yi can make his way to the bot lane, but looks like as per usual, he's only interested in the farm that exists in his jungle.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, well, Jax is taking the fight here to Yana. And Galungula get it, flashes over and gets the solo kill. Beautiful.
Straight in, yeah. Juna clearly knowing like how the training pattern works, just not quite getting it, though at least from what I've seen in the early game, bearing in mind I'm like 5 ranked divisions below Juna, so my opinion is slightly invalid. But the training pattern is you need to hold your E until after Jax's E is finished. You can go to the wall, but then you just need to jump on it after.
Oh no, look, the reinforcements have arrived into the bot lane. Rumble doesn't have all available actually.
Yeah.
That means Xin Zhao might have a good angle here.
Yeah, we might have a big fight here coming up.
Oh,
The flash coming in forward.
And the big snipe down from Ezreal. It's huge.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
no.
Master Yi is doing Master Yi things.
They have no CC.
He's going for the dive. This guy's an
Oh.
absolute psychopath and he doesn't get it. Double kill picked up for Ezreal. A little bit too spicy for his own sake. I mean, they could force this if they really wanted to, but it's quite tough. Doesn't look like they're going to go for it. Syndra's going to hover back to mid lane. I'm no expert. But, sorry, I'm consulting the rulebook. Give me a second.
Right.
Casting.
I'm interested in what the robot consultation's for, but one of the things that I was going to mention is somewhat interesting that this dragon has not gone down yet, especially when the Twitch and the Heimer have been pushing so hard in the early game.
My consultation is deemed successful.
All right.
Atlantean Syndra is a bad skin.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I had... Uh-oh.
Which is fine, It happens sometimes, people use banned skins. I don't really know what... Well, let me read It's unrestricted for use, but unless tournament administration explicitly forbids it, they're marked as banned. It doesn't
So-
really say what happens in the use case that it's used, but
Of all people to be using it, it's Davis breaking his own rules. So,
I mean,
you know what?
true. Davis can do whatever that he wants.
Yeah, yeah. In the last game of the regular season, when your team's already out of playoffs, if man wants to use the Atlantean skin, he can use the Atlantean skin. That is fine.
That's true. That's true. Oh, very nice. Ezreal does survive that. I mean, it took them 3 people to get the Heimerdinger, but that's, you know, little gains. They're now equalizing this gold lead.
And it's prio towards Drake early. Obviously, Ezreal's far too low to do anything about it, but it's prio enough.
It is proud enough. I mean, you've got a Twitch support on the other side, unless this guy is building full AP or full AE stuff.
Yeah, Mark
like
going
a-
for the attack speed boots first as well. Might as well just be playing the AD build at this point.
Yeah, I think he's taking a little bit too much inspiration from Hawkville playing support. He can also drop 17 kills on support. But
Yeah, what is it with this weekend having some crazy support picks? We had the Rek'Sai yesterday, we got the Twitch right now. It is cooking. I'll
It's the
grant.
end of regular season, you know. Everyone saved their wild ideas until they felt safe enough that they can get away with it.
Very true.
Jack's looking for another engage onto Camille. It's a reasonably favorable trade, but I mean the Camille shield is starting to do blood.
Massey
And
is
Massey
here.
has arrived.
Oh,
Should be
misses
a
the stun,
dead
but it's
yes.
not gonna matter. That Q was early. Yep. Okay. Manages to get the turn. Let's go, Gulan Gillet.
I mean, he's certainly putting in some work, putting in a shift. Mark with the classic error of poisoning someone and then being unable to walk into tower range to take the plate because you'll get tower hitted.
Which
I've
is
made that mistake many a time.
that's a strange mistake for the author of the Timo Manifesto to be making, in my opinion.
That's very true, actually. Sinjao's looking for some action. Bard ult misses, goes a little bit wide. And the poison is enough to
Dissuade the
repel.
gang.
Okay, maybe he is cooking. The manifesto has been written and it's
What is it with Mark and Poison Champs? I'm just realizing right now. He likes Timo, he likes Twitch,
Yeah, he likes
and he likes Singed. Let's be honest, he
I don't
probably
know if
likes
it's-
Cassiopeia.
Yeah, the Cassio is probably in there. Is anyone else poison?
Bro is mixing and swirling right now.
Swear up.
Man.
Alright, items on board here. Leandri's finished
Leandri's finished. I'm really
Force
interested.
finished up in the top line too.
I'm really interested to see what Mark does actually end up going for on the Twitch support. Maybe some
Presumably
kooky like
he just
Evervox?
goes. Nah, surely not. If he's got Hail of Blades, he's got to be going AD. Or maybe
No,
not. I mean,
he's-
who fucking knows?
Yeah, he's got
He
the
does have a
amplifying
dark. Yeah,
tone.
you're right. He's got a dark seal as
Oh
well.
my god, Gulan Gillet, what
Oh
are you doing, man?
Christ, on a bicycle, that's a lot of damage. I mean, you know what? I respect it, but this dude's up a Trinity Force on you, and he's playing Camille, and you're going under tower. That's a tough.
The fact that that's like so close though is very funny.
True, very true. Oh, it's a gem. Looking for something mid. Plus he's there to answer. Doesn't look like they're going to do anything. They could push this Herald down, but right, going for it.
Meanwhile, Ezreal in the bot lane has the entirety of Doctors Without Borders sitting behind his tower. I don't think he's ever dropping below 40% health.
Yeah, you're right on that one. It's kind of just the Bard way. I mean, they got buffed. I'm pretty sure
Yeah, they did. They got Giga buffed.
So makes sense. He can get away. This Bard is only level 6. Obviously only a level behind Twitch, but nice stun coming up from Dallas there. Herald does go down. Not going to get any plates. They faded away, but doesn't look like they're going to get the tower anyway. It must have just been running out of time.
Yeah.
Syndra does stand in front of it. I don't know if that did any damage to her, but we won't talk about a certain kill.
We don't need to talk about it, but yeah,
A lot of damage coming out from Rumble, but a lovely stun repels the Master Yi, but unfortunately, the Rumble ult comes in and
The last tick.
finishes the job. Camille starting to use the scissor legs.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, it was
Sounds a
close,
bit Jover.
to be fair.
It was close. It's just funny that they can be so close in items. I mean, it's what, like 500 maybe down, but yeah. I mean, it was a hard matchup, but Jin survived the hard bit, and now he's up so much gold that it's probably completely fine.
Yeah, that is tough. That is tough. I mean, this hammering is going to start stinging. Nearly 50 CS up. Leandri's in the pocket. It's gonna be a fun one. I'm surprised he didn't go Dark Seal as well as Twitch support as a solo kill.
Yeah.
The hubris of Yuna shows once more. He overstays a little bit more. But that's the teleport out from Jax at least. Teleport advantage with Rick coming up soon. It's only their first strike of the game, so it would surprise me if he teleports for it, but we'll see. Top tower is about to fall on the side of red. If you can get this wave in. Doesn't look like they're gonna contest too hard for it spawning.
Yeah, the spawn's completely gone down, and they're now just getting complete vision control, which has me really worried for Big, because if they're not contesting objectives against Master Yi when he has one item, in what world are they contesting it when he has 3, you know?
Definitely. I mean, the Dark Seal is picked up as well for Wibbly, so we all know the intentions of this Cursed Tides team, and we'll see how it goes. Master Yi just takes it. Rumble is waiting in the... Oh my god, he's waiting in the brushes. Half health the Xin Zhao. The ult goes up, but unfortunately, too little too late, and that red buff is gonzo. I'm very surprised Mark didn't steal that away. That seems like a very post-no truck thing to do there. I need the red buff, not you. Jax tries his best at trade, but unfortunately the Q is too strong. Ult goes down for Camille, and I think that should be dead Jax.
Yeah, it does not matter if he gets the empowered Q off or not. It seems like the damage is just too much at this point.
Oh. Ezreal doing quite a lot of damage. Trinity Force is picked up, but doesn't look like he's going to get anything out of that. They could still look to engage bot here if they fancy themselves it, but doesn't look like they've got the confidence to do it without a tower.
Yeah, they are just going to back off, but I mean, just look at all this deep vision that's coming across for red side. The Cursed Tides are just in the enemy base with vision. So how much they can see it is going to slowly get cleared out here, but I mean, 5k gold lead at 17 minutes. Maybe they were cooking with this team comp, because holy, the damage is real.
Yeah, it's a lot of damage. Rumble's walked into a bard here. Does Magical Journey his way out there. And Journey lands. Fancies his chances about going in. That's a little bit hard, but ult's going down. Unfortunately. Oh! The switch out was close. And that's a win on the side of Big.
Yeah. Bit of a gold
I don't know if they'll be able to get the Herald here. I know the health bars are quite low in mid jungle top. I don't know if they'll be able to get the Herald here with Master Yi. Master Yi might fancy his chances, but with Jax moving, I don't think he should go for this. The Twitch has instilled some false confidence, it seems, because Master Yi gets absolutely obliterated. Hammerdinger hits one of the 5 waves of his empowered missiles.
You know for a fact before that fight, Mark was calling it. No, we win those. We win those. Go.
We win those.
Gets instant stunned into death.
And nothing more is taken off the board. That's just a Master Yi taken away. And Big, I mean, they've reduced the gold lead from 5k to 3k.
Yeah, it was a big
a lot
swing.
worse.
The comeback is definitely on the table. I mean, they've got objective bounties falling off now, so clearly the game thinks they're somewhat closer.
Very true. Yeah, I'm intrigued to see if they do go for the second Herald. Don't think they will with it dying in minutes time.
Yeah, I think
Sinja's
both teams
about
have losing
that
players. They
spot
just weren't
awards,
able to.
yeah. Unfortunate. I'm a second Herald enthusiast. I know it's statistically bad. Pushes up glasses, snorts nose.
Yeah.
We love
Only
a
the
second
nerds
Shelly.
think
Oh
about that.
my god. Zincha is getting absolutely blutered. Still survives, and oh my god, the big bard's starting to connect, and it looks like they are going to go for the Herald, thank goodness. Master Yi is waiting in the wings, but a TP comes out from Jax.
I don't know how
Get
necessary the
help.
TP was. I feel like that objective was very much secured, but nothing wrong with
I mean,
securing it.
no one's answering in bot lane.
Yeah.
It's not, you know. Could be worse. It could be worse.
Well, your
Alright.
second herald has been killed. It's on Chop the Farmer. We'll
Thank
see
goodness.
where he ends up putting it. My guess would be to try and get the tier 1 down in either mid or bot lane, but also
Yeah.
might just try and put down some pressure for the tier 2 at some point. With Baron up, it'll probably be like sort of across the map and trying to get it pushing that way, but we'll see what he chooses.
Wibbly. He's found himself a fight, but Yana's here to cover. I think he should be fine. The only thing, I mean, it's sometimes a bit of a hindrance taking mid tower when they've got Massey Yi, because it just opens up Massey Yi to flank around the back of Yi Sun down if you're saying mid lane. Twitch is getting his ult off. I don't know how much damage he's doing completely, but Massey Yi is certainly putting it out as he kills Chop the Farmer. Syndra arrives just in time before a huge ultimate from Wibbly. Absolutely rips through, and Massey Yi gets the resets.
What's that?
nothing
2
more.
kills for nothing? Yeah. Pretty big for them, and I mean this should be a Baron call right here. They have so much damage for doing it.
Should. I mean, they've got the Heimerdinger turrets as well to help them along. Doesn't have the ulti to speed it up any longer, but yeah, that's a quick Baron at 21 minutes unless Syndra can perform.
Let's go, Davis.
Biblical
Go on, son.
miracle.
Give us a steam. Give us a steal. Never mind.
Oh no, he has to flash away. That's unfortunate. Alright, Baron secured here by Cursed Tides, showing why they're cementing themselves in the first place. As Jax goes for some hits, takes off one, nearly gets the second. Zinjo fancies his chances onto the Mark support, does get him, and I mean that's there's 2 Baron buffs off the table. Could be a lot worse. Well, actually, I think that is reasonably worth. They're not low enough to instantly push, so they
Yeah.
get a buffer of time.
Yeah, and I mean trading kills 1 for 1 or somewhat 1 for 1 when you're down in any position is always good, because even without bounties, you know, just keeping the gold lead the same instead of the gold lead accelerating is good.
I think they should put more eggs into the Ezreal basket, because this Ezreal is flying, but he's not CSing enough to stay fully in check with the Heimerdinger. So unless you just start feeding this Ezreal some waves, I feel like it might be in vain.
And I feel like they also need to try and start being like the first ones to these objectives, because they've given up objective prior like every time thus far, and you can't give time for Heimer to set up his turrets, because if he's done that, then the fight is infinitely harder before you've even started.
Much. I agree. Much harder. Sorry, I was just I'm yawning because I'm tired, not because the game's boring.
No,
There's nobody else
me
to do
too.
as
I'm
well.
so EP today. I was
up watching the Formula 1 at like 6 a.m. this morning.
Oh shit! Right. Where is it? Is it
It was in Japan.
in
so,
Japan? Yeah.
It's like midday for them. It'd be like that, unfortunately. But it's fine. I can eat tonight.
Exactly. You'll have the longest eep.
Blue buff picked up, donated, thankfully, due to the buff sharing. I think that's a great thing that they added the buff.
Yeah, I'm glad they took it off of Ivern specifically.
Camille is doing Camille things, unfortunately. Stacking up this Ravenous Hydra. Spells bad news, I feel, for the Jax's chances at 1v1.
Yeah, I mean Camille is ahead until Jax can get uneven items with her, which given how this fighting is going, it seems like the next time Jax is actually going to be able to catch up outside of like a million shutdowns is just going to be 6 items. So going to be waiting a little minute before the 1v1 goes their way.
Yep, so we'll see what happens. I mean, they've still got a couple Baron buffs on the board. What's on Heimerdinger and... I don't know. Is it Rumble? I don't remember.
It's on some of them.
Jax fancies his chances. Wants a little 1v1. He's doing it in a wave. I don't know if
he's
this
about
is
to
a
get his
great
head
idea
chopped
to do
off.
this one.
Yep,
Yeah, I
there
don't know
it
if it's a
is.
great idea.
Like I said, I mean, Jax has the advantage if you're on even or even slightly behind with the Camille, but you're a whole like pickaxe and a Doran's blade down. It's pretty rough.
Yeah, I mean, Actually, looks like, yep, they get a consolation kill in Webley, but Xinjiao nearly goes down by dashing back into that. As Coast Tides look, turn their eyes towards the mid lane first, first turret of the base. I don't know what it's called, tier 3.
Yeah, inhibitor turret that as well.
Somewhat of a jargon expert.
What can I say? I'm somewhat conscious of myself.
Davis hits a nice combo onto the Camille. Unfortunately, Camille has the funny button and can run away.
Yeah, Attack on Titan movement gear is very strong.
Yeah, he's quite strong. I mean, interesting that they opt for Flash. I've seen people go Ghost on Camille or Ignite TP.
Yeah, in the I would say again, bearing in mind I don't main Camille anymore, but Flash feels very necessary in the Jax matchup. Because
Sure.
you take Ignite because it helps give you that little bit of extra early kill pressure, right? But being able to flash some of Jax's stuff gives you way more kill pressure and way more ability to play the early game than having the Ignite does. And also 9 times out of 10, when you're taking the Ignite, it's because like the chances of you getting ganked and not just being able to escape with your E is pretty low. But in this game, you've got like Jax stun, you'll have Chop the Farmers with his knock up, so you need the flash for sort of staying out these ganks and staying out the fights.
Yeah, that's tough. Bard had a little bit of a tight bottom hole moment there, walking straight into Wibbly's face. Blind checking the bush, we love that. Hullbreaker has been picked up by Yana. Very un-Yana item, it feels like.
Yeah. Makes sense though. I mean, they are probably just going to be
Does make
1-4 or 1-3-1 for the rest of the game here.
I
They're
mean,
either going to
who's gonna match the Camille?
Yeah,
No one. You have
yeah.
to send multiple people. It's already an uphill battle, it feels like.
And not quite to the same degree, but you can very almost say the same thing about the Rumble. The Rumble is so strong at this point in the side lane that apart from Jax, no one can really answer them one-on-one.
Yep, it is a tough one. Dragon is spawning soon as well. Looks like Cursed Tides are going for the reset. And Camille can just swing it out of there. That was a max range. That was a max range hook shot. Bard is here if they want to go for something. Yana fancies his chances. 1v4. Wonder if we can get out of this one. Houdini. Can I get over the wall? He can.
He flashes the level 6 mastery.
Yeah, that's a League of Legends moment, unfortunately.
And with that showing on the other side of the map, of course, yeah, Baron is just
Yeah.
immediately going to go down.
I mean, this thing should instantly melt.
Yeah, look at it.
The Master 7 is flashed in front of Baron's face. I'm sure he's very impressed, whoever flashed that.
They're just playing for stream. They knew at that moment we'd be tabbed onto Baron.
True, very true. I know, maybe I need to do that more often. Know when the camera's on me.
I think we should maybe be
feel like
more
it's
concerned about
almost
trying to win our games instead of worrying about the camera location.
Or a 3-win streak, it's fine.
We're on a 3-win streak.
Cursed Tides. Ooh, Cursed Tides is going for the cleanup here. Unfortunately, Massey is doing Massey things.
I mean, that's game.
And there he is. Should just be game if they end through bot, yeah.
Minion wave in base. I mean, this would have been an absolutely insane setup had we seen like Big manage to pull something out here, and they did. They kept it fairly even in the early game, but the second that Cursed Tides got their lead, they absolutely ran away with it. And I mean, this is why they are the best team in the league, because once they get a lead, it's there.
Absolutely well played to Cursed Tides here, showing why they are #1, and I think that's 8 wins in a row.